Back at y'all with another one. We'll wait for a few of y'all to get in, and we gonna shake, rattle, and roll. All right, what up, brother? Man, let me know if you can hear me, bro. Stepping Stone, appreciate that. Cliff, what up, Cliff? James William, what's up? Sharon, what's up? Chevelle Langley, what up, what up, what up? Appreciate that, Angela. Dave, what up? Adam, yo. Appreciate that, Sean. Leo Prio, something like that. What's up? What up, Sam from Maryland? What up, Cliff? Dale, Anthony, Mile High Freedom. What up? Appreciate it. Rex Anderson, what's good? Jerome in the house. I like that. What up? What up with you? What's up, Michael Reed? South Georgia Accountability. What up with you? Mar Rob. Yo, yo, yo. Brown Sugar. What's good? Crypto. What's up? What's up? What's up? Word of the truth. Devon Hanshaw. What's up? What's up, brother? Farmer Red. Yo, yo, yo. Broadcasters. What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Shout out to Sweden. 42FY. Yo. Randy, brother Randy, what's up? We'll wait for about another few of y'all to get on in here, then we gonna kick it off. Man, it seems like, man, it's every other Sunday, man. It be seeming like it's so far away. It's like I ain't talked to you guys in so long, man. I missed 2016. What's up? What's up? Wyoming. Shout out to Wyoming. What up, though? Rex Anderson. I'm confident you will not take any shit. You already know. You already know. L.A. McKnight. What up, family? Love what you do, man. Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Abdi. Shout out from the UK. Shout out to the UK. South Georgia Accountability. Yeah, I know, man. 13 police, man. Cooley. Mick Coulson, man. I appreciate that, bro. I really do. Yeah, Sean. Yeah. I probably you might be right, man. You might be right. Douglas, shout out to Florida, man. Ricky Grandison, what up? What's up with you? The word of truth, man. You know what? All them cops, man, hey, that salary was like $2 million in that hallway that day, probably. 42. You say last video going viral, man. We definitely needed to, man. That was, you know what? That was stupid. That was crazy, man. All them cops, man. Like we gonna kick it off. So yeah, obviously, man, you guys seen the video, man. Hey, shout out to Jerome in the house, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks a lot, brother. I really do, man. Been watching your videos nonstop. You're respectful and stern. Love your content, brother. I really appreciate that wholeheartedly, brother. I really do, man. I love you for that. Yeah, them 13 police officers, man. I figure that salary, man, probably was in the millions. That hallway salary. We're gonna call it the hallway salary, man. That was like, man, it got to be $2-3 million just sitting there, man. It was, man, that just, man, that blew me, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that. Dude, Sheriff Biddle, man, bald head sheriff, he definitely was acting like a tyrant, trying to get all, loud and stuff. And then, as you guys can see, he's basically pointing to the sign-in sheet like he's trying his hardest to get my name. He's asking me what does TTA stand for. Like, you know what? Because I watched the video a couple of times afterwards too, right? And I can tell he was trying so hard to figure out what TTA family stood for. I believe he was hoping that it was something negative. I think he was hoping, because when I told him, I was like, oh man, it's a family organization. A family of what? He was hoping it'd be like some type of terrorist, or because they sometimes they try to label us First Amendment auditors, man, and our family members. Me, this is what I call you guys. I don't like to call you guys followers, man. Y'all ain't following nothing. Y'all leading right with me, because when y'all support helps me lead, so we lead together. But they try to tend to call us like terrorist groups, or they put a couple of auditors, man, a couple of years ago on the terrorist watch list. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's just pitiful, man. You know what I mean? Anything just to try to discredit us, man. But I think he was reaching that day, and I think he wanted it to be something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Because you seen how upstairs, when we was upstairs, he was real like focused on the part of me. How did I get in the building? Now I told him that somebody from the USPS had opened the door, and that's how I gained entry. So he tried to turn it around with so you gained entry. You took advantage of an open door. How can I take advantage of an open door if I'm telling you that someone opened the door? But he wanted to say, he was just trying to twist it, man. But I was prepared for that. You know what I mean? Man, they just don't know, man. You know what I mean? They got their hands full with TTA, man. Like I let them know, I'm not afraid, not even a centimeter, at all. You know what I mean? At all. I'm not ready for whatever come with this, man. I'm ready for it. So that's how we rolling. Another thing, man. Our TTA merch is on the way. Terry Ann, appreciate that super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. What's up, Marcy T? Our TTA merch is definitely on the way. Probably gonna try to get that set up. If not this coming week, the following week. Definitely, I'm gonna try my hardest, TTA family, to get it all out, rolling out before the 1st of October. It's a lot going into that as well, just like our new intro. There's a lot went on into these designs and stuff. Same guy that created the icon for the intro, the new intro, same guy that's creating our TTA merch. So that's getting ready to come, man. Oh, another thing, I'm gonna make sure I say the same thing on my next audits as well. I got a list. I don't know where I just put it at, but I got a huge list of all places that TTA family members, you guys want me to audit. So I remember a couple months ago I basically started working on you guys' list. The list, you guys, you know what I'm saying? I wrote down a lot of spots, a lot of different spots, got a lot of emails and stuff about where you guys want me to audit. I started working on it, then I kind of got away from it. But now I'm gonna probably take the next couple months. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna dedicate myself to this list for the TTA family. It's a lot of spots you guys want me to hit. I've started off, like I said, doing it a few months ago, and I kind of got away from it. So I'm gonna solely work on that. It's a lot. I know I've seen a lot of post offices on there. A lot of health departments is on there as well. And to my surprise, it's a lot of dispensaries, weed dispensaries on there. A few of them though, you know what I mean? So we definitely want to get to the list for you guys, for the TTA family. I want you guys to keep having to wait on that. Definitely getting ready to come for sure. Stepping Stone Midland, man, I appreciate the super chat, man. This is not much money, but showing support for your work, man. Whatever you're saying, brother, I really appreciate it, man. And you just being here, you literally just being here is the much support anyone could ever want, man. So I really appreciate you for that. Thanks a lot. American Indy, Mama coming to Tampa, definitely coming to Florida, man. You know, I'm gonna definitely start moving around. Because I got a lot of requests out of states too. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna start trying to knock. Like I said, I'm gonna start trying to knock this list down for Illinois real quick. Because I plan on really start bouncing around come near the end of the year, November-ish, December-ish. I'm gonna start trying to really start reaching out to the other parts of the country. And I'm gonna still continue to do Illinois. Illinois is real corrupt, so you know we want to be able to get them together, man. It's gonna take a lot for Illinois. Another thing, I'm gonna put this out there real quick for my other First Amendment auditors. And one thing, I'm gonna say this probably in the next couple of different audits as well. I'm gonna put it at the beginning of the audits as well because I noticed that the audits obviously reach more people than these lives, which I know people are gonna watch the live as well afterwards too. But I think I'm gonna just start telling you guys. So for the last couple of months, you guys been hearing me talk about this huge chess move, right? I got a chess move. Well, and then after this, we're gonna open up the lines. But I need to put this out there real quick. So I really don't want to. You know what? We're gonna save it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna save it until this week. I'm gonna reveal this huge chess move I got coming, man, for these tyrants, man. You know what I mean? Especially with the North Chicago Police Department, man. You guys see how they're like if you guys can see a couple of weeks ago, I just met with the chief of police's secretary outside in the hallway. She told me that she was going to give me a call to set up an appointment for the chief. She still hasn't done that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna literally give them one more chance, and I'm gonna go over there and tell them that this is the last chance, and I'm gonna be respectful with it. I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to bully them into doing anything because everybody's got a choice. You can choose not to do it, but I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm gonna try to set up an appointment with the mayor and everything. One more chance, man, to do the right thing, and then the chess move that I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna tell them what it is. I'm gonna tell them what it is to let them know what's coming, and ain't nothing they're gonna be able to do about it. So we're gonna save it right now because I know they probably gonna watch and they can prep for it. But when I do the audit, then they'll be kind of caught off guard. So we ready to shake, rattle, and roll, TTA family. That's right. Deanna Nash, that's right. One more chance. That's absolutely correct. H Boogie, what up, though? Shout out to Boston, man. We're going to open up the phone lines, man. I just wanted to get that out to y'all, man. Phone lines wide open. Let's get it. Deanna Nash, yeah, a little bit. It is gone. You know what I mean? A little bit. It's lingering a little bit, but it's going away. Appreciate that. Thanks for acknowledging that. All right, I go our first caller. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you're calling from.
Hey James, this is Vaughn Henshaw from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Man, shout out to Cincinnati. How you feeling today, brother?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing better.
Tell you what, brother. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Appreciate that.
I tell you what, on behalf of me and the TTA family, brother, that was an outstanding job you did, man. Standing against those 13 law enforcement officers. I mean, one man against an army.
I appreciate that, brother.
I mean, brother, I've never seen I've never seen so much bravery, brother. I mean, you held your composure. They tried to provoke you. I mean, my hat goes off to you, man. It really, truly does.
I appreciate you, man. I really
Yes,
do.
sir. You're a true brother, man.
Thanks a lot,
But,
man.
all right, I got right there. Here, I'm the question, man. I
Okay.
got 6 questions for you.
Oh no, hold on. You know what? I should know better, man. I'm gonna get the notebook. I gotta know when I come to you, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save your number, brother. One moment. Ah, okay. All right. All right, I'm ready for you.
All right, good brother. Number one, public employees don't have the same freedom to record citizens as citizens do to record them while they're at work.
Okay.
Can you describe the difference in our rights versus the public employee rights?
Okay.
Because when they record you, you have the right to request that on a phone request.
That's right. Okay.
And they understand they lose a part of their rights when they get a job in a public sector.
Right.
And they need to understand that. So if you can describe that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Then number two, why do public officials ask for a press ID or a press pass or a business card? What difference would that even make? Because they're still going to try to trespass you for videoing.
Right. Okay, hold on. Let me see what. Okay.
Okay, number three. What is the penalty for a law enforcement officer who refuses to give his or her name and badge number to you or to any member of the public?
What
There has to be a penalty associated with that.
Okay.
And I see a lot of them doing that to you First Amendment auditors.
Yep.
And I know it's in their policies to do that.
Yeah, you absolutely correct. You're right.
Most of them it is. I mean, I'm sure it's in all of them. Okay, number four. Are law enforcement officers required to call a supervisor to meet with a citizen if the citizen requests it?
Okay.
And I'm sure that's in their policy too to do that.
Okay. So, call soup. Okay.
Okay, number five. Now, most of the public buildings that I watch on First Amendment auditing channels, they insist on making an appointment, on you guys making an appointment. And have you considered calling and making an appointment and to document it to show them how ridiculous it is to do that? Because even if you make an appointment, they're still going to deny you access when they see you with the camera.
All right, that's a good point. Okay.
Okay, and then number six, and then I'm done. What can be done about public employees, just what happened to you, who call 911 and make these false police reports? That's got to be, it's against the law to do that.
You're right.
That's why 13 cops showed up on you, which was completely ridiculous.
You're absolutely correct. You're right.
All right, I'm going to let you answer these, and God bless you, brother. You're a good brother. God bless you.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. That's our good brother, man, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Y'all know how you get down. You always calling with good questions. Always, man. We love him for that, man. So, she'll slip your punches. Tyrant Terminator, great to see you, man. Great to see you as well. Okay, so his first question was the difference between us recording and them recording. Well, they are public officials, so our taxpayers, how I see, especially like cops, especially police officers, we know they can't collect any type of investigative type of data with their personal phones while they're in their official capacity. In their that's why when they do it with their personal phone, they're subject to a lot of scrutiny, obviously, if it's with their personal phone, and they have work phones. So that would be definitely the difference, man. They're public officials, Not in their official. They're in their private. That basically we are private, and they're in their official capacity. So that's the difference between that. Two, why do public officials ask for press rights? What's the difference? Well, there's no difference. It really is no difference. I believe the reason why they ask for press rights is because they want to make it, which is so silly, but they make it. I guess they like, well, if you got press rights, then you're officially press, which that just shows their ignorance and they absolutely incompetence to know and ineptitude that they don't understand about the First Amendment in terms of freedom of press. So it's like even when we convey that to them and tell them about freedom of press, it's like they ignore it still and want to see some type of pass, like some type of Channel 7 news badge or some whatever, newspaper or whatever. But I mean, like as if, well, we know about the First Amendment, sir. Yeah. But where's your press pass? Like that has more power over the Constitution, and we all know that it doesn't. So I believe that's the reason why they keep asking for it so their comfortability could be for lack of a better term, more they can feel better about allowing you to do something that you already have a First Amendment right to do. Show me your press pass. So that's why you see a lot of First Amendment artists go home and make one. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want a press pass? Here, look at this. Shut up. So I think that's the difference. Number 3. What is the law enforcement penalty policy penalty for not IDing? You're absolutely correct, brother from Cincinnati, man. It is definitely a penalty. It's a penalty for all this stuff that the police do in terms of violating their policies and stuff like that. I believe, I just believe that the department itself, just even when these cops violate policies and our rights and things of that nature, go out the scope of their employment to do other things that they know they have no business doing. There's always a penalty for it all. It's just the departments never bring it down. And I'm gonna shock you guys, man. Coming with that, I want to tell you guys so bad. And it's kind of like it's my chess move, man. But I'm gonna reveal it this week. But I'm gonna show the TTA family and my First Amendment auditing brothers, man, another way. Put it like that. I'm gonna show. I got a crucial way, man, that we gonna turn this thing around. I guarantee you, they're gonna straighten up and fly right once this information gets out. And I'm gonna reveal it, like I say, either this week, probably more than likely this week for sure. So y'all make sure y'all watch these audits and stuff that's coming up, because I'm gonna reveal it. Number 4, law enforcement required to call supervisor. Yes, definitely law enforcement is definitely required to call supervisor if we ask for one. That's just like any other job, you know what I mean? You go private or public, you go to Walmart or something, which is private, of course, but we're just talking about employment, somebody of a supervisory role. That's definitely in their policy. Obviously, that's the reason why we have appropriate authority in terms of this regular officer that's on the scene. You have a supervisor, lieutenant, because we always would want the police, obviously, too, looks at it that way in terms of make sure that things go right. No matter the situation at all. So yes, it is their policy to call their supervisor when we request. Some of the officers want to act like, assholes and stuff and not do it. You know what I mean? Just because they want to feel all macho. So I don't have to do it. I'm not going to do it right now. Just do what I say. But it is in their policy. Absolutely, for sure. Number 5, call and make an appointment ahead of time. Right. That's a good point. Now, yeah, they I'm glad you even asked this question, because that's ridiculous, man. They'll say, basically, call and make an appointment ahead of time to come and exercise your rights. First of all, it sounds stupid. I'm a call first of all, I don't need to set up an appointment to exercise rights to begin with. But that's their way of trying to get you. I'm talking about let me explain something. They're gonna say and do so much stuff that day when they send you come in with the camera. Man, they're gonna say a lot of things to get you to stop doing whatever that day. Just like if you think about it, the lady at the last video, the 13 the cops. So if you see, okay, when the lady let me in, as soon as I came into the other part of the lobby, the lady was like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna document the building, then I file some FOIA requests, and then we should be good to go." First thing she said was, "Oh, okay, cool, that's cool. Just step back out that way through that door, then I'll be." See, that was her way of controlling the situation. She wanted me to step back out. So I mean, basically, I'm saying that to say they'll tell you whatever they like, whatever you want to hear, or whatever they think is right, just to get you to act and do exactly what they want you to do at that moment. So of course they'll say, "Call it. Oh, all you want to do is just film the building." Okay, well next time just call ahead and make an appointment. That sounds crazy. What I'm gonna call ahead for and make an appointment. And plus, like you said, Cincinnati TTA fam, soon as you still see the camera, what difference does it make? You're still not gonna want me to exercise my right because you're afraid of the camera. So it just don't make sense, man. And then number 6. Public employees calling 911. What's the penalty? You know what? And like I say, I'm actually learning. Who's ever calling? Just keep calling because this is the last question. But I'm actually, like you say, you learn things every day. You learn things every day. This First Amendment auditor, man, I love this community, man. I love this community, and I don't know if you guys are familiar of a young man, a channel by the name of Audit Them. I know a lot of you guys know Audit Them. He's sharp. He's sharp as a tack. You know what I'm saying? Only thing he really focuses on is FOIA. He goes in to make sure these people are compliant with the law and basically following state statutes and state laws. And I think he even addressed in one of his videos, it was very interesting how I think somebody called and made a false report on him. I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But he kind of was trying to like file a report on that, and he had some laws and statutes and codes and regulations that was helping his argument in terms of. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. So it's definitely a penalty, man, for public employees to dial 911 with false accusations. I mean, that's obvious, but I mean the way Audit Them broke it down really had my eyes open to that. Like, whoa, like, you know, that you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. Real talk, man, because if you look at the whole First Amendment auditing, all these videos from everybody across the country, these people call 911 on us all the time with false reports and their narrative. So that'll be a game changer for real. That we, you know what I mean, start focusing on that. So here go our next caller for sure, though. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you calling from.
Hey, it's Johnny B. I'm calling from Midland, Texas. How are you, brother?
Man, pretty good. Shout out to Texas. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, man. It's hot as hell over here. It's
yeah, I bet, man. What's the degrees out there today?
We're actually getting a cooler day today, which is good, man. We've been up in triple digits. So let me ask you a few questions, if it's okay with you.
For sure.
I do a radio show, so I just love, you know, what you're doing. I've done one audit, and it just didn't turn out well. They all loved me.
Oh, okay.
Like, man, we're glad you're here. Come on. You know, so I thought, that's not my thing. But let me ask you a question, man. What legal, you know, like technicality would keep you or any other auditor off of a public property?
Okay, so what basically, like, what can keep us off public property?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to give away what I'm thinking. I just was curious what you had to say about it.
I believe, what really literally could keep us off public property is if we ever been trespassed from that property, and you would have to do, basically you have to do something illegal to be initially trespassed from the property. So go ahead.
So let's say a private owner owns that property, okay?
Okay.
And that private owner is leasing it. Is it and they're leasing it to a public entity, but can that owner of that property still say, I don't want you on my property because it's actually his property as well?
It all depends. I mean, that's a great question. Because you see a lot of buildings that's private, but they're leasing it to a public
Right.
agency. So it depends. Like even with the whole public and private thing, it's a lot of businesses that lease from public, but when they provide public goods, then it becomes government.
I'm
So
just curious how you would respond to that. Like if they said, okay, the owner just said, or the owner shows up and says, hey, I own this building. I'm leasing it to, I don't know, USPS or parole or whatever.
okay.
How would you respond to that?
You know what? I'll stay in character. To be perfectly honest, I'll do the same thing to him and say the same precise thing to him that I'm saying to the police, because even him, by him being the owner, you still can't discriminate. You get what I'm saying? You still can't discriminate as well. So then it all depends on the scenario, like what actually happened. But just theoretically speaking, right now and guessing, I'll stay in character. If I'm not doing nothing illegal, you still can't discriminate whether you're the owner or not.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So is it true you're a paralegal?
No, not officially. So I used to do paralegal work for the law firm. So
Okay.
not officially in terms of going to school, graduating, and passing the bar and things of that nature. So no, I just did paralegal work for the law firm.
I was just curious how you got into that.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a long story, man. I mean,
Well, we don't have a lot of time.
yeah, it's a real long story in terms of how did I get involved in this whole law thing. I just always had I just always was thirsty for like knowledge and reaching a higher platform when it come to law. So I just started studying it years ago, and a lawyer seeing that asked me a lot of things about in terms of me going to school, college, and stuff like that. I let him know I didn't, and he still was able to put me on board with his law firm, just preparing
Wow.
paperwork and motions and affidavits, and then I just kept going.
So did you learn a lot about law through doing that though?
But well, before I knew about the law before I even came encounter with the attorney.
Yeah, but I'm saying like working with him, is that where you got some of your education on some of
Oh
this?
yeah. Moving forward, yeah. After that, like okay, before then I met him, and then working for the firm, doing paralegal work. Yes, I came into met a couple of Jewish attorneys. Man, I learned a hell of a lot from them, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. They like go out this. They go way out, man. You know what I mean? They go way far out, man, with the law. So yeah, like I can tell you stuff about. You know how they tell us that it's illegal to sign your name with a red pen?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's actually false. See, and if for at a later date, I'll break it down to you guys. But that's actually like the forefathers' blood, so they know if you sign your name with that pen, that makes that legal document more powerful because it's the forefathers' blood that we're using. But I could go into a lot. Man, I'm telling you, man, the stuff is deeper than well water. Straight up.
Do you have a lawyer on retainer if you were to get arrested?
Do I have my own retainer?
No, I'm saying, do you have a lawyer on retainer if you were to get arrested? Like, so I've seen some auditors get arrested.
No, I don't, not right now. But I mean, I got a pretty good, like if I ever get arrested, I got a pretty good lawyer that I would definitely reach out to in terms of, fighting the charges for me, but I don't have them like automatically retained at this moment now.
I got you. So I've got a crazy question for you. How tall are you?
6'1".
Okay, so I saw on this last video where they brought all those cops out. Before they brought the cops out, they sent this big old dude out, this Hawaiian looking dude. And he looked like he was. Y'all might have gone. If y'all was boxing, y'all might have gone at it a while. He was I'm just saying. I mean, you're never intimidated. That guy intimidates you just a little bit.
No, man, not even. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, brother, man. You look, when I go into these situations, man, I don't be intimidated, not even a centimeter, brother. I'm like, I'm ready for whatever's gonna happen that day. Let's let it happen and moving forward. But I understand what you said here, man. You say he looked like we would have went at it for a while, huh?
Well, I mean, Butterbean. I don't know if you remember Butterbean.
Yeah, I remember Butterbean.
He looked like he might have could have took a couple punches. I was just wondering if they just sent him out there on purpose, man.
They probably did, though.
So can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer it, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to answer it, dude, that's fine. I'm just curious because I like your style, I like the way you go about things, and I've been locked up before, and so have you been locked up before?
Oh yeah. My lifetime, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can tell, man.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
you have this air about you, like you're fearless.
Yeah.
You know, you walk into a situation. Anytime anybody's ever lived inside of an incarcerated situation, um, they take on a certain. Well, they learn something from it, man, and I just get that from you. You never back down, and I see that.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah,
yeah,
I had caught a couple of cases, man, back when I was just coming into adulthood. Tried, like I said, I actually explained this one time on the live, man. Well,
okay.
me and a couple of guys stole a couple of cars, I think, trying to joyride and be hit with being stupid young, you know how it go, man, you know. But yeah, I had caught a couple
I
of
got
cases.
one more question, and I'm gonna leave you
Okay.
and let somebody else. But this is kind of a psychological question. But what question would you ask you if you were me right now?
Right now at this point. And you know what? That's great. That's a great question, but
I mean, let's say you're calling me, and I'm you. What would you ask me? What would you want? What do you think you would want your viewers to? What kind of question would you ask me?
I would,
Or would you?
I've several. But you know what? My first question would be my first question and main question. If I had to ask only one question, it'd be, man, what is the purpose and what is your end game?
Let's go with that then.
And my purpose is to see if we can hurry up and affect change in terms of tyranny around this country, and the end game is to end qualified immunity nationwide.
All right. Well, I said that was my last question, man. I got many more, but I'll call you next time.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
I love you, bro.
Man,
Talk
love
to
you
you
too,
soon.
man.
Bye.
Yep. Good dialogue, man. From shout out to Midland, Texas, man. WBR, We Black Radio. How can I set up an interview with you for my radio show? Uh, man, you can definitely set one up, man. You know what? Hey, do you got a WBR? Do you got some contact that I can contact you for so we can have a further dialogue about it? Steve Sledge, you're right. You're absolutely correct, man. You're right. Pool blah. Excellent work, TT. I'm a big fan. Keep it going, man. Appreciate that. Popper J. God bless you, TTA. God bless you as well. Birdie P, would love to see you and Audit them work together. Man, definitely, man. I'm trying to get that brother, man. We definitely gonna get on board, man, for sure. Me and Audit them, we definitely gonna put something together. You can rest assured that. And qualified meaning qualified stupidity. You absolutely, hey Sean, you right. For real. For real, for real. Brown sugar, do a rental car for sure. You know what? I um I feel what y'all saying in terms of going to these audits, man. You know what I'm saying, in my personal car and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to see their, like when they get to trying to run plays and stuff, I like to see the disappointment in their face because sometimes I tell the police quick. Like I remember one time they was trying to do it, and I told the police, like, man, what makes you think that you running these places going to tell you who I am, as if who's ever's on them plates, is me. Like, why do they suspect that running the plates is just me? I mean, I could be using somebody's car. So, and then when everything comes back, because now they got it now to where they can run your plate and see if you got car license and insurance. So I kind of like to see the disappointment in their face when everything come back still, because they really try to run your place not only to see you is, but hoping, wishing, and praying that there's something wrong with that vehicle, so they can have a reason to mess with you now. So cleaning and roof cleaning. I love your style, TTA, man. Appreciate that. Okay, I got you. Ricardo. Thanks for texting me that, brother. I got you for our interview, man. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you, brother. Original Sin, appreciate that. Nancy, how do you stay so calm with those tyrants? Hey, hey, you know what? A lot of deep breaths, Nancy. They always ask me that. They always ask me that. A lot of deep breaths. Definitely. Boston Strong, I was calling and it's busy still. Is it still busy right now? Try to call right now, brother. It should be wide open for you right now. Doug Hack by the Road. Appreciate that, brother. Simply, your last video was excellent. Greens from Canada. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Jimmy, man. Appreciate that super chat, brother. I really do. TTA. He said, shout out to James. Bears games is on TV local. What a great TTA pregame. Jimmy, Kentucky, man. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Kentucky, man. Christian Akara. Comment, and 11 days later he put a video on saying DMV. For sure, man. I know I got a huge list for you guys as well. Man, thanks for calling into TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you're calling from.
Calling from Yorkville, New York.
Shout out to New York. How you feeling today, brother?
Good, buddy. I love watching you every time I can. And just wondering, has a police officer ever followed you after and tried to do something?
Definitely. If you guys watched, I had the DMV video out in Deerfield, Illinois. After I cut the video off from talking to you guys, I looked at my rear view. They followed me. I seen them coming real fast, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna pull over here to the gas station. And if he pull over with me in the gas station, then I know he's followed me. So before he can even get up on my license plate, I pulled right into the gas station. So he didn't have a chance at that moment to see the plate. So he pulled into the gas station with me, walked up to the window, and I was like, sir, basically, officer, what's going on? What's up, man? You follow me? He's like, no, I'm just really trying to make sure you're okay. But in all reality, we know exactly what he was doing. So yeah, man, they do that though.
That's awesome. And you do a great job. I love watching you. I watch the Long Island Audit guy too. And then we've got a local guy here, called Mr. Nice Guy that's been doing it, and I actually ran into him on one, and I guess we shine real good in York from New York because we know our rights and we know what's going on.
That's right. Okay, well, I definitely.
Yeah, I just wanted to shoot out there. That's great.
Man, I definitely appreciate you for calling in, man, and we do these every other Sunday, man. You guys can call in. I'm actually get ready to add some features. I'm gonna talk about the other stuff that I'm gonna have for you guys that's coming up as well, but I definitely appreciate you for calling me.
Well, I appreciate it very much. You have a good day.
You too.
All right, bud.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Third Coast streaming, cleaning, and roof cleaning, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks a lot, man. I love you for that. Another thing, man, I'm glad the young man that just called from New York, man, I want to definitely point this out to you guys as well. So probably starting Starting like next month. I'm gonna go next month. I'm prepping them, setting up everything for next month. When we do these lives, I'm gonna be doing giveaways as well. So to you guys, the TTA family members, I'll be doing some giveaways. I got crucial stuff set up for y'all. I don't want to really reveal it right now, all right that, but you can rest assured, coming into October, we're gonna start doing giveaways to the TTA family members, to you guys. So during the live at that. So got a lot of stuff planned for you guys as far as that too as well. It'll be oh yeah, and then and let me just say, starting off, I don't know, maybe later on it'll probably be more stuff, but starting off is going to be cash giveaways. Oh yeah, brown sugar. Brown sugar. You definitely, the TTA merch is definitely coming. It's definitely coming. I got you. Von Hanshaw. Is there any news on the law enforcement agency who was giving you the runaround? You know what? Feels to me like all of them really is, but if I'm thinking the one you're talking about is it might be the North Chicago Police Department, the one in terms of me steady trying to meet with the chief to check on those violations from those officers at the health department. If that's what you're talking about, man, we got some follow-ups coming for that, man. You guys gonna really want to stay in tune and be prepared for the stuff that I'm gonna release, all the information. Like I said, I was talking about it earlier. Man, they got one more chance. They got literally, and I'm gonna tell them that. Y'all got one more chance to play and try to give me the runaround and not do the things that y'all supposed to do. I'm only giving them one more chance, and then I'm gonna unleash. I'm gonna show them what I'm really about, man. And I know it's gonna work because I've done it before. So this is the thing that I say is gonna change. To be honest with you, it's gonna change the auditing game. So I'm gonna give them one more chance, and then I'm gonna reveal everything to you guys and to them as well. So it'll be on them if they want to keep playing these games, man. We ain't playing no more. Yes, Cliff. Yeah, that's right. Cash giveaways, man. I got coming for you guys, man. TTA family for sure. Sewell going to file a lawsuit. Definitely, man. Definitely. We got one brewing right now too against the we got one brewing against the if you guys can remember everything that's been going on with the Lake County Health Department, put it like that. You know, with the 3 employees, the access to medical records, they gave me false names. That's the one I'm talking about in terms of the North Chicago Police Department. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with that investigation against the cops, and nobody has reached out. So they got one more chance, man. One more. Yeah, Backpack Grid, you're absolutely correct, man. Deanna Nash, after that one chance is up, then you release the Kraken. Man, they just don't know, man. They think, man, they think it's sweet. I ain't, man, listen. I be trying to tell these law enforcement officers, man, the secretaries, man, and everything like that, man, look, I'm never going to go away. Never. Never going to go away. So they should get used to me, man. I mean, they should get used to me. OFNA guy, TTA, what's up? Hope you're doing better. Have you ever won lawsuit to this date? Be safe out there. Man, I mean, I'm doing a little bit better. I still got a slight cough, but way better than 2 weeks ago. And a lawsuit. Yeah, I have now. I won several lawsuits, but of course, obviously, you're talking about civil rights violation lawsuits. Many years ago, many years ago, way before I was even auditing, I had filed one, and we were successful with that. Now, when you say win, it's a difference between winning one and actually settling one. So a win to me would be taking it in front of a jury and getting a ruling or letting the juries pick and decide from evidence. That's a winning. That's winning to me. A settlement, I don't really feel like it's a win because I'm settling. Plus, when you settle with these public officials, they intend to put a lot of wording in there where you can't disclose what actually happened. You can't disclose the amount of money that they gave you. You can't disclose. You can't really disclose nothing because that's part of the settlement. So they understand that we just settle with the guy, but to go in front of an actual jury and win, that'd be great too, because then they can't tell you what to do. You can say whatever you want. Biggest lawsuit was Long Island at 170 Long Island 175,000. Marcy T, how come they always say you are just trying to start trouble for views? We need to come up with a smash in the face answer. Why don't they act right? Hey, Marcy T, you know what? Be honest, that's just their way of trying to. That's just their way of trying to say some stuff. Think about it. Just think about it real quick. You just want to start trouble for views and clicks and likes. I mean, come on, man. That's their way of trying to get out of basically doing the right things in terms of allowing us to record, man. You know what I mean? No one's trying to do anything. It might be some though. I don't know. We don't know everybody's intent and everybody's motive, but it might be, man. Just like somebody reached out to me, and you know what? It's starting to make sense. I want to be able to put this out there too. Somebody had reached out to me from if you guys watch. I know you guys probably don't watch it, but if you guys obviously seen channels where people are creating these channels calling all of us frauditors, right? Well, we know those channels are people that's bootlickers of the police and straight up bootlickers of the police, man, and they don't love America. So, but somebody actually reached out to me, man, to one of the most popular channels that does this frauditor channel stuff, and told me. And I had to evaluate and really assess what he was saying, and it makes perfect sense. He was saying that the people that actually, basically try to critique our channels and our videos, the frauditors, the people that created those channels, they say they actually do agree with us, but they know that it creates controversy because they're getting the views as well. So basically, they're marketing it. It's an audience for the people that don't like us. So the guy is basically saying, instead of the frauditor channels becoming auditors, they'll just create a channel to say we're fake because it's an audience for that as well. And if you think about it, it really is. They get thousands and thousands of views. They got a lot of subscriptions. So really, they just, for lack of a better term, they're putting on a show. They really believe in us and agree with us, but they just saying no because it's an audience as well, and that makes sense. It makes sense in terms of why they're doing it. But then still, we don't know if that's 100% true. But if it is, then I can see why they're doing it. It's kind of like if you're watching a sports show and you got two different opinions. You know, we both can't agree on the same thing because it has to be controversy. Somebody has to be saying yes, somebody has to be saying no. So the fraudulent channels are saying no. So they really agree with us, but they want to make it seem like they don't, just so they can get clicks. Like, cause think about it. If they was out really to expose us, they calling us frauditors. They said we're doing something to get paid, right? Or they just doing that to get paid. Well, why is your channel monetized? It doesn't make sense. You're mad because our channels are monetized, but yours is, and you're calling us frauditors for that. But you're doing the same precise thing. So, but I just wanted to put that out there that somebody did reach out to me through email and told me about a particular person that they're close with that has a big fraudulent channel. They say that guy really does. He really agrees with you guys. So. Perfect soulmate. Exactly. Exactly. Six Oaks Farm. I hear you. I see you. If you see a blue line flag, make sure they have a bigger and present U.S. flag. You absolutely correct, man. That's why when you guys see the icon, man, you see the new icon, man, with us, man, we got the blue line flag setting that thing on fire, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the flag that needs to be set on fire. You know, destroy. RD, you need to copyright your phrase. I appreciate that, man. Six Oaks Farm, yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, still got a slight cough, man. You know, hey, I've been popping these, man, like for the last week. I've been popping these joints right here for the last week, man. That's why it's starting to subside, but you know, in terms of all the like the fever, man, I was messed up. I had the fevers and I was getting the chills, hot, cold. Y'all know how that is. So, but all that's gone though. It's just this slight little, you know. But definitely though. You right, Sean. You right, brother. Blue line don't want no smoke with Old Glory. You got that right. Nancy, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nancy. That you know what the smoking is over with. My cravings, like it's been at least about probably almost coming up on 2 months firmly. You know, I still get just a tad bit of the cravings, but not as much. I've learned that it was all mental. It was all mental, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that it took me a while to understand how the mental it was, because like if you're in the hospital or something, well, you finna receive a procedure, you know for a fact you can't smoke. You got to get surgery or something, you up in the room or something, you know you can't smoke in the hospital, so mentally you don't even want it. But as soon as you have a chance to want to smoke, then you want to. So it took me a while to understand that it was really mental and not actually a craving. It was mind over matter. So, yes, definitely, Nancy. Long chest, dig your videos. Good work. I appreciate that, brother. Really appreciate that. I really do. Marcy T, you'll get it. You'll get it. You definitely get it. Like I said, it's mind over matter. Just think about it. Really think about it and evaluate it in its entirety. It's really literally mind over matter, literally. You'll get it too, Sean, brother. You really would. Love you too, Nancy. Mile High Freedom in DC, they don't allow you in the building without scanning your ID. It is the worst than just showing up. Oh man, I need to come out there, man, because I wouldn't be going for none of that. You ain't scanning nothing, man. That ain't no law. That's not a law at all. That's a violation of our Fourth Amendment right there, man. Especially a public building. Man, you ain't scanning my ID, man. Oh man, I have a field day. Appreciate that, Linda Williams. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that, brown sugar, for sure. For sure. Really appreciate that. Sean, I hear you, man. I hear you. TSA is also starting it with scanning ID and photo. Wow, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, but look, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Y'all be ready. It's like the audits. I'm gonna release a lot of information coming this week, man. Definitely releasing a lot of information coming this week. Just want to touch bases one more time with everything that's going on. We want to definitely release. I'm gonna release a lot of information with these audits coming this week and weeks coming afterwards as well. TTA merch, like I said, that's coming. It's definitely coming. It's on the way, being worked on. Like I say, man, starting in October, we're gonna be doing cash giveaways for the TTA family members. Want to let you guys know that as well, man. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. Y'all just don't know, and that's why we do what we do, man. For you guys, man. We the people, man. Y'all just don't know. Andre, man, I appreciate that, brother. Just finna log off too, but we're gonna take this last call real quick, and then we're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you calling from.
This Reese from Cleveland.
Oh, shout out to Cleveland. How you feeling, brother?
Oh, pretty good, bro. How you doing, TT?
Man, doing pretty good, brother.
That's a good thing. Look, I want to come back and follow up with you. I like how you be moving and talking to the people.
Oh, okay.
It's real enlightening for the young youth as we go further. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But, I'm 64, so I'm looking at if we could get a certain group from like 40 down or 30, like 40, 48 down to where they get a mindset of this. But the thing right now in America, blacks need to learn how to sit down. And it's 3 steps. The first step is building a commitment, trust among communities with each other. You know, you got to get trust so you can get to your next step. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure.
And the next step is about group economics and how to apply it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it was 10 of us and we all had 20,000 apiece, we can buy gas station, own buildings, restaurants, you know, supermarkets, having our own clinics, you know, S&L loans, all in your community. If it's 20 or more band with each other on a mindset.
That's right.
What I was saying about all these things got to be broken down to put them in a blueprint so we can put them in all 50 states. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Wow. When I was talking about qualified immunity, That is a deep sentence because you know over America it's been predominantly blacks in prison and killed by this type of system that we living under. Now, the police, I love that we got them, but I don't want to be abused by them. You see what I'm saying? And we've been seeing that over and over. Now, look, my parents is 80. They gone. So before I seen all the things they saying that was going on then. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, if it haven't changed after 80 years, then you got to look at reality of where we at in America. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, when they said when retribution cry out to them, they going to see the real reality of what they have caused in America. So our First Amendment is one of the step tiers to where people are supposed to have a right to feel how they feel. You know, have their religious thought if they choose to. You know, don't violate me in the point because you feel wrong of a camera in your face. Like, who is you to tell me what I can't do if they tell me I got a First Amendment right to this?
Right, that's
How
right.
can you jump over the Constitution? Now, we know as white beings to put that Constitution, but at the same time, was it fairly for all races? That's the problem. So I'm telling you again, man, I'm very happy to see that you had a good tier. You like you really dissect the conversation of when they approach you, because you already know you can see fuckery when it comes towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When people saying stuff that you know that is some bull. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm really proud of you. I like how you think. I like how you have a dialogue back to them. You don't get all upset and emotional. And at the same time, like I said, if we could get these 3 step tiers in Black America, we can change it over in like a year or 2. If we can find out a way to do group economics, because that's what you see in any other cultures. So that's what we're supposed to be putting our mindset of me being a senior to children's, the 3rd generation behind us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's deep. I'm talking about this real deep.
You know what? I'm gonna say this to a lot of your points real quick, right?
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from. I understand your points that you're making, brother. But for me, like, I think it's bigger at this point right now. I think it's bigger than a race thing in terms. I understand what you're saying though, because a lot of people.
It all started with races.
You right, but I'm talking about in terms of how things are going now. Like, man, they after all of us, brother. They after all freedom fighters, and it don't matter if you black, white, green, or purple, man. They just want to shut it down, brother. They just want to shut us down, man.
Listen, I pay more taxes. Look, I'd have paid more taxes than so many people. It's crazy. But they can have immigrants, and here we deal with races. They can have immigrants come here and get every set aside that I should be getting automatically. If I'd have worked 48 years to a system, and you still don't want me to execute my First Amendment right to being a citizen here. You understand? Y'all show us every day. You can't go in a place without them having an attitude about something. The people that we pay to be in them positions.
Yeah, man. But you know what? They do that to all. They do that to all of us, man. They do it to all.
I know. I look at all y'all. I know.
Yeah. I hear you, though, brother. I hear you, man. It's just, I wish, in terms of us, though, as a community, what I really wish, like you say, when you first picked up the phone, I wish that the younger part of our community would really just wake up and stop worrying about the wrong stuff in life, man. Like, get more focus on our rights and stop worrying about the drill music and the hip hop and the guns and the girls twerking and shit. None of that matters right now, man. I wish our community would really focus in on our rights thing, and help try to affect change in terms of the tyranny that's in the company and in this country, because then we'll be doing something right. But we worried about the wrong stuff, man. We worry about the wrong stuff, man. So we got a lot of work to do, brother.
Oh yeah, but guess what? I was trying to get a thing going for apprenticeship from the young men from age 18 to 35, and they didn't want that to happen because then that giving minds where they can have their own resources of economics. You understand?
Right.
Especially if they start out at 18 and get apprenticeship to where they can go on plumbing, electrical, whatever it can be. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But the main thing that we supposed to do is learn how to focus to get our own resources. Don't quit depending on somebody else to give us our resources. So, like I keep telling, I got all my family, like I told you, keep stacks of water in the house. They shut it down, and what you gonna do? I got a power generator, solar generator. All these things are important. Why? Because if they take that away from you just the next day, and they say it ain't gonna be back on for a month, what you gonna do? You see?
True. That's true. That's true.
I'm just keeping real with what it is and what we live in America. And you're right. They do it to everybody. But I'm saying who they do it to the most out of everybody. Who you see magnifying the most out of it.
You know what? And to that point real quick, like, it's crazy that you brought this up because I was just in a barber shop maybe 3 days ago, and a young lady was in there. Me and this young lady was going back and forth in terms of systemic racism. I told her, to be perfectly honest, I don't believe in it. I used to think like, man, it has to be a system, but
yes.
I mean, a lot of my community do believe that. The reason why I say I don't believe in it because I think about it in terms of, and like I asked her at the barbershop, I say in terms of systemic racism, I say, what is it? Name one law that a white person has a right to do something that a black person don't. And she couldn't tell me one. So it's not a system then. You know what it is? It's a way that I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
It's a way that we keep using certain excuses not to get ahead in life. Because think about this. I want you to think about this real quick, right? When they say, I'm gonna keep it real. When I was younger, I used to adopt this mentality. I used to say, man, the white man is holding me back. But I knew that I was using, now as I get older, I was using that as an excuse not to do the right thing. Because think about it. Us as a community are a $3 to $4 billion community, right? So we got that much money that's coming through us as a community. Why ain't we making our own situation better? Why we want to go out here and buy Lexuses and Jaguars and Mercedes Benzes when we could put that money into building the stuff that we say we need? And so it ain't them that's holding us back. We holding our own self back and we worry about the wrong stuff, man.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying that to say, brother, I understand precisely where you coming from, though. I can understand the whole thing that you was telling me in terms of how you perceive things. But in terms of, I don't believe that the system at this point right now is really what's holding us back, because it's us that's holding us back.
And look, and to piggyback on that, you got a good point. But what I'm trying to tell you, I learned how to have my own resources at a young age. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have these things, that you shouldn't be dependent on someone else to give you. Now you are entitled to the system like everybody else, and we know systemically over the decades and centuries it's been systemic. So we don't know that didn't exist. It's not existing. What we saying, what can you do for you? I don't look for no other race to do nothing for me. I look at what we can do as a group to unify our resources and bring it to the tier. But you got to do it in a step. You got to have a step. So the first step is trust. If you don't have no trust, how can you get a part of each other? How can you build with each other if you don't have any type of mindset of trust?
That's right.
I can have $100,000. You can have $100,000. But if we don't have no trust, we can't bring it together.
Right.
About 3 or 4 stores. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you for real quick what I'm gonna tell you, the real system, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, the real system want to keep black and white people divided for real. And I'm gonna tell you why.
The Democrat liberal.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because could you imagine if whites and blacks, like all of us, really seen for our own eyes, like, hold on, man. These people, they really trying to create this division. Think about it. You will see a white, this perfect example right here. You will see a white cop shoot and kill a black person. Mm-hmm. that news is going to make international news, right?
Yes.
It's going to be glorified. It's going to blow up to you never been seen, right?
But then it killing white people, they didn't show it like
That's because there you go, brother. That's because they don't meet the narrative. See,
Exactly.
they know they. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest.
You hit it on the head.
Yes,
You hit it
sir.
on the head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They know. They know. Just like I'm gonna be honest. You remember the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing that happened in Kenosha?
Yes.
Okay, the young man shot. I guess he killed 2 people or something like that. He ended up going to trial. He ended up winning. Now,
Right.
I'm not here to take sides on either or what was right, what's wrong. I'm just looking at the facts, right?
Right.
And then I remember when he got found not guilty, a lot of our community was upset about that.
Right. I was there. I seen it. Yes.
They was upset, like they was saying, man, that's some bull stuff, man. And they started throwing this around. If he was black, he would have got the death penalty. Now,
Right.
what they don't know is it was another case similar to that was going on at the same time. I'm gonna actually look it up and get you the correct information. But it was a black guy that had shot and killed 2 white people, and the jury found him not guilty as well. So it wasn't the fact that he was white, Kyle Rittenhouse was white and got off. It was just the media wanted to blow it up because they knew they can create more division between whites and black people. That's what they want to do.
Right. Yes.
They want to do that.
There's no race. All I want to see is us as a race utilize our knowledge and resources. Like I say, knowledge is power. So if you can utilize it in the best format, far as like I say, I don't try to change no old people, but I have an opportunity to change young generations for 3 up to like 3. Just like they killed 3 generations with crack cocaine, you can build 3 generations of intelligence, of resources. Like I want them to go own shipyards, know how to make bullets and shit, know how to, open up banks and loans. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Produce those stores. Why we need someone else to bring us this? So I feel you. The thing I'm talking about is where their minds got to sit down and come up with 3 steps to get it going and blueprint it in all 50 states. Just like a qualified immunity. If they put that in every state, I guarantee you a lot of killing to stop.
You're absolutely correct. And you know what?
They don't have to be accountable for their own actions like us.
That's right. Now, you know what, brother? I'm gonna tell you this, and I want you to remember this. Now, I got a chess move, man, that I'm getting ready to reveal. That I believe, if I don't want, without giving out any legal advice, because they always say that you're giving out legal advice, it's illegal and stuff like that. So without giving it legal advice, I'm gonna just let people know what I did that was successful, that I think is gonna turn this whole First Amendment auditing thing around when it comes to these public officials. Man, they in trouble, brother. I done did some extensive research, and I'm getting ready to release it. Make sure you be in tune for it, man, because I'm gonna let y'all know about it this week.
TTA.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, I'll watch you soon as you. I'll be looking for you, bro. I'll go through the channels looking. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
It's like what I see it in your knowledge and in your age, I look at that and I understand where you at in life, and you trying to stop the divide of this fucking race shit and try to find economic resources for all of us to be able to build from it.
That's right.
And that take a hard stick. It ain't something you can easily. So you gotta have some walking canes so you can have something you can lead on and push to be able to get to the next steps.
Absolutely.
Guess what? I got you. Soon as I see that things that you speaking on and they start coming to existence, I'm already 100%, but I'm gonna talk about financially, because I want to put this resources for somebody that it can build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Make a better and a difference. Like I say, I'm not against policing and policing. I'm against the wrong doing and they're not accountable for.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Yes, sir.
I don't care what race it is.
That's right.
Treat you like you want to be treated, And peace be unto your day. I'm going to let you go on and get with your people. Our family, I appreciate it. but yet still, look, I'm telling you, James, you got some wisdom, young blood. I'm telling you.
I appreciate that, brother.
I'm telling you, do. I see it.
I
I see
appreciate
it for what it is, not for what it trying to be. Is what it is.
That's right. I definitely appreciate you, brother, wholeheartedly, man. And we'll be right back here, man. Two Sundays from now. Appreciate you calling in, man. It's always a beautiful dialogue having with you, brother. I remember who you is, man, and I'm looking forward to you calling in again, brother.
I am, and I gotta send you your gift because I ain't good with this cap ass thing because I don't do that. I'm gonna get one of my sons to catch up when I, coming for this year here,
Okay. Appreciate it for sure.
Hey, when it comes to it, remember my unit out there is Truth Hurt, research wisely.
Truth hurt.
Yeah, Truth Hurt, research wisely.
Oh, okay. Research why. I like that, brother. I like that.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't like the truth, but if you go research it, you will see what the truth for your own thinking.
That's absolutely correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, like I told you, in 2019, I don't want to put out there, America, make it make sense. Real quick. I'm telling you. Now they say it all over the place.
Yeah, you're right. There is, man. You're absolutely correct. Yeah.
Even though it's been out here a long time, it ain't nothing that's new. It's just being reinserted again, saying.
That's right. Everything is recycled.
Exactly. So your knowledge game hit a lot of young youth that they gonna catch on. Watch what I tell you.
Oh yeah, we hope so, man. We hope so. All we could do is keep putting God first, man, and we gonna let Him lead us, brother.
If you already was born, God is in you. Look, when you born, God is already in you. It's just how you utilize out of you.
That's right. I feel you on that.
But enjoy your evening, man, and have a nice week. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man. You can enjoy your weekend as well, brother.
I thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, man. So that was I remember that brother, man. TTA, one of the TTA family members. Good dialogue, man. You know what I mean? Really appreciate y'all for calling in, man. Hold on, man. Somebody just sent super chat, man. Let me make sure I highlight that. Was it Jimmy? I remember the Jimmy one. I think thought it was one after that. Clayton, man. I appreciate that, Clayton. Appreciate that, man. I love you guys, man. I really love you guys, man. Tip Top Properties, man. I appreciate the super chat, brother. TTA, I appreciate you. As a Black American male myself, you really encouraged me to be more comfortable being based. I'm a fan of your content and your mindset. Keep going, man. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you are inspired, man. You know what I'm saying, for higher too as well, in terms of reaching that higher platform in life. This is what it's all about, man. And I really am grateful, man, that I could be an inspiration to anybody, man. I really am, man. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Jay Uncharted, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks a lot. Man, I appreciate that, Cliff, man. I really do, brother. Hey, man. Hey, we gonna get up off of here, man. Been rocking out with you guys, man. I love you guys, man. Like I say, y'all be in tune for a lot, man. It's a lot of stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff coming, man. And we gonna reveal that chess piece, man. And we hope, wish, and pray. Like I said, without giving out legal advice, that I hope, wish, and pray that the First Amendment community of brothers, all you guys, man, all of them, I really hope that they try to basically listen to what I'm saying and adopt this situation to where I really, really believe that's gonna change the game for all of us. They not ready, man. Public officials, man, these entities, they not ready. They ain't gonna be ready for it. So, but it's definitely a game changer. Brown Sugar, I love you too. Yeah, man, we gonna rock out, man. We'll see you guys in a couple more weeks. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. Got a decent week coming up for y'all, man. Real good week coming up for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay in tune with TTA family, man. Love you guys, man. Go on.